Hello.
Hi, Debbie.
Hey. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Beyond the Headlines. And you are seeing this on Friday. we we recorded it yesterday, so you're seeing it in the future.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Ooh. Uh, so here we are, Lisa,
Yeah,
and this is all this new little
so many,
thing.
so many things to sift through, right?
So many things to sift through.
Yeah.
This week has been a roller coaster, and I feel like not a good one. Well, I guess we did get a little good something with the Supreme Court, but it wasn't really good. You know what I mean? It was just
Right.
like, what in the world?
Well,
Uh,
I seem to feel like everybody kind of had a psychological boost with the Booker thing when Cory Booker
yes,
record on the Senate floor with his little
100%.
filibuster.
We
But
had the
yeah,
we had
so
the we had the Booker thing, and then we had the hands off
yes, the hands off.
protest. So
Yeah.
that was really great. So that was a good part of the roller coaster. You're right.
hmm And
And
then
then we had the market and the tariffs and this
the Save Act.
the Save Act, this all the manipulation horrid. Hey, so I have a question for you.
Uh-oh.
And I have to say I did hear this question on I've Had It. So if you have not seen the podcast I've Had It,
Oh,
please look that up. It's on YouTube. It's two ladies. We have Jennifer and Pumps,
hmm
but it's Angie, right? Her name is Angie. So Jennifer and
yes.
Angie, but she goes by Pumps. And they do a podcast called I've Had It.
hmm They're very spicy, but they're very smart.
Very
Uh,
spicy, very smart.
mhm,
They tell it like it is.
mhm.
And it's all there's no conspiracy theories or anything like that. It's real news. When they talk about the news, they bring up real stuff,
Yes.
and they talk about it, and they talk about it real. It's just they yeah. Anyways,
They're really good at relating it to a real life situation. Their
yes,
own experiences. They're from Oklahoma, uh, Bible
Bible
Belt.
Belt.
Yeah, so kind of coincides with the white nationalist thing going on
Yeah, yeah,
and all
and
that.
but they're no joke, and they are fun, and they definitely bring a different energy.
Mhm.
But Lisa and I, we don't miss a show at all.
Oh, they're so
Um, so I did get this from them, but I wanted to ask. I thought, oh, I'm going to ask Lisa about this.
okay.
So here it goes. Uh, if you could have any amount of money, like it's a blank check, and you can write on it what you want, um, to wear a MAGA hat um, all day, but you're traveling, so you're going from LAX uh, to New York. You're going to be stopping at 3 different airports that are very popular. You're wearing your MAGA hat.
I'm wearing it. I'm actually wearing a MAGA hat.
Right. You're being paid to wear the MAGA hat.
Okay.
And it's not you can't hide it, and you can't say, "I'm wearing this so I can get paid." You have to play it out, all day. Would you do it? Could you do it?
No.
For
No
in a
way. No.
Yeah.
I could not. I couldn't live with myself. Even if it's for money. I don't think I
Right,
could do it.
and you could say, "Okay, $5,000,000." You know, I'm with you. I could not.
You know what? I almost feel like because everything Donald touches turns to shit, I feel like if I did that and accepted the money, something terrible would happen to me and the money. You know what I mean? There's something about just being associated with all
Right,
of it. And
right, bad karma.
I wouldn't want to have a discussion on the plane with anybody about my damn hat, and I couldn't do it. I could not
Yeah,
play it off.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also, I just feel like that hat represents KKK. It represents
Right.
it represents all the hate. I couldn't do it even for money.
Might as well be wearing a hood.
Exactly.
Might as
I'll
well.
be just wearing a hood.
With a big M on it for MAGA.
100%. So
That's a good question, though.
yeah, it is. But anyway, so that was the big question I wanted to ask you. But yes, I wanted to talk about the SAVE Act. You guys, uh, I think we talked about this a long time ago, and everybody was like saying, "Oh, don't even worry about it. It's not even," they were trying to downplay it, but we were already freaking out, and this was even, I think this was even before the felon got in. That
Really?
because it had already gone through this the Senate. It goes to Senate and then Congress, right? Or Congress and then Senate. I have to watch that again. How to pass a bill. I have to watch that video again.
I'm just a bill. Yeah.
I'm just a bill. Anyway, it
Well,
passed the first section and it was waiting to go through the second one. And I was freaking out. I was like trying to get the word out, way back then. And then, like they've been doing, they just barrage with all this other stuff so they can just kind of sneak shit in.
sure.
And so, and here you go. And it passed. So what does that mean? And we are going to read on it. We do have a question with that, but I just have to say, I have a lot of emotions around this. I have a lot of feelings around this. And Lisa, you and I have already kind of talked about it. We texted about it. That, what is this? It's Handmaid's
Handmaid's
Tale.
Tale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of took me to what you and I both have been saying forever as well, is that this has been a long game for the Christian nationalists and the Project 2025 people and all the names you want to say about these fundamentalist haters, uh, racist,
The list is
KKK
long.
members, whatever
All,
you,
all the adjectives.
all the things. But this has been a long game from them. They have, they have billions of dollars in it. They can buy off anything. You know what I mean? They've
Sure.
been planning this for years, and we've said this over and over again. So they're rolling it out. It is just being rolled right out. They put the people they needed into the Supreme Court. They
Sure.
have the people in Congress. They have the
And
people in the
fired
Senate.
everybody who was checks and balances.
Right.
All those
Anybody-
people, everybody who could
They're
have
gone.
said, no, this isn't, we're not doing this. They were
Exactly.
gone.
Yeah. So, so that was a big hit, even though we saw it coming. That still feels like a big hit, and just another boop off their little list. Go right down the list of Project 2025. And I remember all my conservative folks, they just said, "Oh, he's not Project 2025. He said he wasn't."
Sure.
Oh, come on. Please don't even talk to me.
I don't know how anybody can hang on his every word and believe it.
Right.
But on the same note, he's so crazy. He just straight up says what's going to be done.
Mm-hmm.
And he
Mm-hmm.
means it.
Yeah.
And they think he's joking. He's just a funny guy. No, he's not funny.
Yeah. No.
He's very serious. He's very mental.
He's
So
disgusting.
yeah.
He's disgusting. He's a rapist. He's a
And a
felon
racist.
and a racist. He's all the R's. So anyway, I guess there's only 2 R's: rapist and rapist. We could
Put
think
an
of
R in front of all of them. I don't care.
So
He's an idiot.
He's a idiot.
Rasshole? No,
He's a
sorry.
rasshole. Anyway, so yeah, so they're getting everything in play to bring in this fascist. And then he just did another thing too to a today later. I don't know if you were able to see it because it just came out with the he wrote a book. He worked in the White House during 45's first term, and he spoke all the truth.
Mhm.
And they're coming after him like a criminal.
Oh, okay.
They just
Oh,
had
you
an
know what? That's like the way they fired the guy who leaked that they deported innocent people. They fired some
right. They
guy,
fired
stepped
him.
forward
Yes.
to say, this is wrong. And then instead of correcting the issue,
Yeah. No, they
they
just fire
fired the
him.
guy.
Yeah. So they fired him. They're going after this guy like he's a traitor, a treasonous traitor because he
That
spoke
loyalty
the truth.
thing is everything. Yeah.
So
They don't like it when you're not loyal.
that is a fascist move.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway,
Sure.
so that's all taking place. And I'm not trying to make everybody afraid. I want you just to be aware. That's why we need to fight. It's not time to just be quiet. We have to use our voices.
Mm-hmm.
We have to do what we can. I am working on a little meme thing to post that has like dates of the next hands off protest is coming up on the 19th.
Oh, okay.
We have boycotts to Amazon. We have boycotts to Walmart. We have boycotts to Target. We have boycotts. We're doing those types of things. And remember, I did post food bank information. So if folks need that. This is hitting hard on a lot of folks. And
It's good to do that too, that you're doing that because we can all sit around and bitch about stuff, but a lot of people need solutions and options, and uh, you need to know how to. It's fine to just complain about it, but
mhm.
it's important to know, I
Yes,
guess, the
have
foundation
yeah,
of what's going on, yeah,
right.
so that you know exactly what you're fighting for.
Mhm. All right. So let's look at that first question we thought about. Oh yeah, the head. I'm like the head beaver.
Pumps.
So I've had it. The ladies' pumps also is known as the head beaver. So yeah, too cute. All right, where did my banners go? Here they go. All right, the one we wanted to look at. Um, Here we go.
All right.
Don't come at me if you see misspellings because I am not a typer, and I had to sit here and
Where's my? Let me get in there. I see one.
He already sees one.
It's all right. It's all
All right.
good. All right. So
Is it
let's look at.
recent? It's recent, isn't it?
It's recent.
Oh, sorry, you guys.
It's all good. Let's look at the recent voter ID laws, the SAVE Act. Are they about election integrity or just a fancy way to say Jim Crow 2.0?
Or Hand's Maiden Tale, the
Right.
Handmaid's Tale. Um, Obviously, that's what it is. They want to.
That's
It's about
definitely what it
don't think they're stopping at just women. This is gonna. They are going to continue to do their voter suppression gig, is what I'm.
It always feels like everything they do is a little bit of a test run. even this deportation thing, I think, is a little bit of a test run, see what they can get away with, see if, what
They
makes
test it
sense,
out,
what sticks,
but let's see how they react to this. And they just kind of like, do it a little bit, then they do it a little more. They kind of work
Yeah.
it in, and then all of a sudden it's just bam.
It's that normalization you always talk about
Yes.
too. They do this stupid shit enough
And
that
then
it gets normalized. And if you're out in the grocery store and you see 5 people in masks and dark clothing carry off the cashier,
exactly,
and
like
it's
it's
like,
like,
oh,
oh,
they got another
well,
one. No, we don't need to get to that space.
we are not
It's all
normalizing.
bad. Yeah, we're not doing it.
I need to make merch that says it's not normal. This is not normal.
Exactly.
Do not normalize this shit. Something. If you guys, family, if you guys have ideas of merch, do you want to see on a shirt or a mug or a hat? I'm going to look at two. Someone said they wanted bumper stickers. I'm not sure if the company I work with makes them, but I'll check.
No, that's neat.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea, right? Bumper sticker.
Mhm.
Okay, what are they about? What is this about? Okay, obviously it's not about integrity. We already know that. But overall, what is this? What are we looking at here? Is this gonna hold? Are they gonna make? Oh, I feel people are gonna fight. People are fighting this. Women are not happy. It's finally gonna hit some of these people. We've also said you will all feel the effect of Felon being in the White House and making. You will all feel the effect. You will all be affected by this.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is going to affect all
Married women.
married women.
Mhm.
And guess who married women who all those Christian married women who take their man's name and
Right.
do all that.
And that's just the Christian way, right? And
Right.
they're getting
And
penalized for following the Christian way. How
mhm,
hypocritical is that?
yeah. So there's going to be
Trans people
yep. If you do not
changing their
match,
names,
your birth certificate,
and we know they're obsessed with trans. That's a whole thing.
right.
For whatever reason, they think.
Oh, because it's an easy target. It's an easy one that they know that people they feel like it's just an easy one for to look at and be a target.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Oh, which reminds me, they also passed in what
I know what you're gonna say.
you already know, huh?
Yeah. About
What?
being able to making it legal to check
Yeah,
the privates of
yeah.
females that play sports to
Not
make
even just
sure they,
yeah, just kids in school.
is it just all the kids? Or
Yeah,
is it
all the
just
way through high school, they can check. They can
oh,
check your privates, and they don't even have to have a note from your parents. That got passed. I forgot the state though. Was it? I want to say
I don't
Georgia, but I
remember.
could be wrong.
I don't remember the state.
The family will know, but
Leave
yeah,
a comment on this and tell us which
yeah,
state.
yep.
All right. So, I mean, we kind of know the answer to this, but I got the night of discs, and this is the Gourmet Chef. So this is them really being creative about what they're serving up to everybody, to the American public,
Mm.
the rest of the world. I got the Nine of Swords. It's cruelty. Look, you were talking about the kid
Yes,
thing, but
it
look
is.
at that. I also got Dominion, Two of Wands. There's that. And I got the Prince of Cups, the filmmaker. This is my big picture guy. So they are definitely looking at the big picture on this, and this is so Jim Crow, but they are really good at outlining their bad deeds to the tune of it being something to benefit all of us. It's like, we're doing this for you, the SAVE Act. It's like, no, you're not saving anybody. You're destroying everybody. You're destroying democracy by making fewer people qualified to vote so that you can manipulate those votes. So yeah, Jim Crow 2.0.
Right on. It is. It is. Oh, the fucking, yeah. Oh, jeez. Yep. Exactly what I said. Oh my God. I love, this is what we were just talking about with the kid body scan. Ugh. Okay. Oh yeah, the parasite. Okay. All right. So I am showing, this is, yeah, we have, it's going to hit the us hard, the females hard. And you have, I feel like it's going to disrupt couples. I think it's going to, because, you have these fundamental homes and already feels pretty restrictive, so this feels very restrictive. And so you have this, I don't have good cards for it at all, except loss of hope, walking away. You they have to run and try to find a new way. So again, and then I have the fucking tag you're it. So women just happen to be the hit this time. It's part of the fucking, and I get this card a lot with reading about anything with this, right? With this administration and what they're doing and the whole thing. It's just basically right now, this is the focus. And they're slowly moving in. Again, this is the perfect card talking about that slowly getting their fingers into everything.
Oh, yeah.
And again, this has been the long game.
This is just the tip of the iceberg, unfortunately, because it doesn't necessarily mean future things will be successful, but they have future things in mind for sure. I mean, we're going to go back to, I forgot when it was when women could have their own checking accounts and stuff.
Right. Yeah, this is just
owning property,
having a credit card, opening businesses, getting loans, doing all the things. Yeah, this is just
get a man to sign that for you.
Right. However, so I don't want to leave everybody all fearful. I do feel we will fight back. We will fight back. We're not going to just sit here and take it. And that's what they were showing me. Women are not sitting down on this.
And a lot of men aren't,
Right.
Lots of the fellas also are being very pro women. And that's wonderful too.
Yes, that is wonderful. But it doesn't affect, enlightened men know that it does actually affect them. But again, a lot of these folks, unless it's at their front door, they don't care. They're just haters. They're haters.
Yeah. But I like that we're going to fight back on that.
Yeah.
Not surprise me.
I want to know, is this going to hold forever? I do see that I did get those cards that we are fighting back and there's going to be, but it's not going to hold forever, right? I need some positive. I need something positive.
Where's the happy cards?
Happy cards. I'm using Chubby Bunny. There's the cards for those
who don't know. Chubby Bunny.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
All right.
All right. Well.
Is this gonna? Because I always felt, and they just reminded me the revamping of equality in voting, it's been suppressed forever. So it's gonna, when they are able to get in there and revamp and take, obviously make these changes, they're actually going to be looking at making voting even more accessible than it ever has been. Because there's been a lot of groups that have been suppressed for the whole time.
Lots of rural areas have difficulty, and of course, there's always been an issue with, some disabled and elderly people have a hard time.
Yeah. So 100%, they are going to balance this out. So there is hope for the future, guys. They are going to balance this out. Because it is, this is what we're looking at. This is what it's been like forever. But now add all this whole group into it. And others are going like, finally, you're on board. This has been all the gerrymandering, all the, like you said, some of the rural areas. But here's our future. Again, bringing in that balance. So they're going to actually make it even the voting even better.
I like that. That kind of goes with what I got over here, because I got rebuild. There's going to be some rebuilding, and this it's almost like, okay, the SAVE Act is awful, but it is going to somehow come full circle and introduce some new ideas on how to improve voting. I even got documents and contracts, so something's going to be amended. Let's say something like that. That's kind of how I'm feeling.
I like that.
So that's a positive, because this is just not going to fly. I don't think reducing so much to make it this much more difficult. Not everybody can afford a passport. Not everybody can afford it to.
Oh, and they'll up the price of it.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a monopoly on that for sure, right? $1 million for passport.
I know. I'm kind of concerned because my passport. I'm good through 2026, but 2028 is the next election. I'm gonna have to. All right. So we are moving to the next question here.
Next. I promise not to proofread.
Thank you. Don't come at me, you guys. All right.
So, was there insider trading done with the stock market manipulation, and will it lead to criminal convictions? It's so funny. It's almost like it was is there such a thing as outsider trading? I mean, it's not like it was a secret. Everybody's been seeing the stocks going up and down and bouncing around, but definitely with the knowledge of that it'll go back up.
Right. As soon as the felon says, we are putting, 100, we're doing a huge tariff on the entire world except these 3 countries or whatever, 4 countries,
right?
Whatever. That the stock, that even the global market's going to crash, go down.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he says, well, I'm going to put a hold on that, it crawls back up. And, so it's just like, it's like, it's like calling wolf or whatever. Crying wolf.
Yep.
Tariffs, no tariffs. Tariffs, no tariffs. Tariffs, no tariffs.
Yo-yo.
And it's like, so you see that, and 100% there was insider trading.
Yeah.
And they caught on video him saying, "Look, here's Charles Schwab. There's an actual person, and he got over 300 million, and then you have so and so, and he got this amount of money, and so he went around the room saying how much money people got because of all this going on."
Nice. No, I didn't know that. I didn't know
Yeah,
he did.
yes, I saw the video. So when people say, "Oh, you just listen to, CNN or what?" No, I listen to the felon. That's where I know that he's doing this shit.
Quick
You
with
know
the
what I
horse mouth. Nay.
mean? Yay.
Well, I went with this deck because I was hoping to get this. I'm gonna hold up the card. I didn't get it, but there's a card near the Day Trader. I thought it'd be funny if I got that card, but I didn't get this
Oh,
guy. But I did get the Knight of Swords, the Game Master,
ooh,
moving those little
look at that.
pieces around there, making things go in the direction that benefits the few and not the many. I also got the Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. I mean, two aces here.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a lot of power and manipulation behind that. And almost like waving the little wand, in the air to get the outcome that they want. In the meantime, you've got, Joe Public trying to retire, and the money is just going all over the place. I guess it's easier to profit when you're a billionaire, right? I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh, yeah.
as opposed to just middle class, but
Oh, no,
they're
we're
obviously trying
crushed.
to get rid of the middle class. So
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're crushing
yeah,
us.
that's
Yeah, it's
exactly what's
purpose.
happening. Yeah,
It's purpose. It's part of Project 2025. So check another thing.
yeah, that's what I got. So I guess my answer is, well, okay, criminal convictions. I didn't go that route. I kind of answered the first part. I didn't get to the other yet.
Wow. Okay. Well, yes. So they 100% are manipulating. Check out this card.
Playing God.
100% manipulating on purpose. So yes, on that. And I also got this, that 100% they're manipulating it with the Eight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles.
Mm-hmm.
They're manipulating it. However, in the future, down the road, there's going to be some trouble and chaos because people know what's happening. So they will try to get into the shadows and kind of hide it, even though they're like right up front right now. They're a little bold with what they talk about.
Mm-hmm.
But people aren't going to allow that to go by. And I do see I do see some convictions coming out of them. You have the Queen of Swords, and look at that, the Five of Pentacles.
Oh, for sure. Well, I've got as far as convictions, I got dumpster and waterfall.
Oh yeah. And we have Marjorie Taylor Greene doing her little.
I did see about that. Yeah,
Uh,
she's got a bunch of Tesla stock, and
Yeah, they're coming out. We don't have a timing on this, but this is going to take place. This will take place.
it's definitely going to change some rules down the line. Yeah, you can't have our people on the Hill with investments that are such a conflict of interest like that. You know what I mean? It's craziness. Not to say that it hasn't been going on forever, but just because it has, we're back to not normalizing, right?
Right.
Just because it's been wrong for so long doesn't mean we got to put up with it. So That's another thing to get rid of.
Yes. Yep.
All right.
Okay, you guys, let's take a look over here. Let's look at the martial law. Now, do you want to tell us what that all means, the martial law?
It's my understanding martial law is meaning that the president can deploy troops on U.S. citizens.
Right.
And they can just have at it for the most part. It's almost like act first, ask questions later, very close to the deportations, just everybody's staying right here. That's my understanding of martial law. Is that,
and there's, yes, and he put some kind of, didn't he put some kind of bill in, or some kind of, okay, I'm going to not talk about it because I'm not quite sure the language behind it, but I feel like there was something put in place that's going to come to fruition around the 20th of April. It's like going to come to pass. Like it's going to come
after the second round of,
it's the day after the 19th, and I feel like something on the 20th in regard to this.
So hands off part 2, he might. There's something going on, maybe.
Even though, it's not violent protests. People are just. But again, he's showing that anybody who speaks against him, he's going after. So
he's already doing it with the press, right?
He's doing it with the press. He's doing it with that guy who wrote the book. He's doing it, so he's starting to make his little moves towards that. And so I'm curious about this martial law. And if he does open that, and we already had the gang down at, who went down to the border and took pictures, a photo op with J.D. Vance and some of the other, I don't know, people. I don't know what to call them. This administration is just insane.
It's a regime. It's a regime.
The regime.
Yeah.
And so I understand the question. I mean, I understand why we're asking this question, because is this for reals? Is he really going to be able to, because he wants to do this? He wants to have that power over the people. Because then you don't have to answer to, you could just walk out to your car and they take you and they don't have to, there's no questions. They don't have to answer to it.
That's right. Gosh, I don't even know what to use on this.
I know.
Maybe I'll go back to the little cartoony ones. I'm going back to these. Okay. Martial law.
Okay. Yeah. First card out is the Chariot, so that's a yes to me. You definitely, this is part of the whole thing. I'm sitting pretty. Yeah.
So you got a big old yes, huh?
I do.
Look what I got. Maybe this will lighten the mood a little bit. I got weirdo and circus.
There you go. It is. It's part of the crazy circus that he's putting together.
That's going to happen. The circus is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how far. I don't know. It almost feels like
it may get stopped. You think?
I think maybe. Got a cough. Excuse me.
I can tell you that's part of their plan. Do you want? I'll show you the cards I have this far.
Okay.
I'm going to throw these cards too, but This is part of their plan. The main cards that came up here, and it's just so verbatim. I have the Chariot, the Nine of Cups, and then the Devil, which is for the felon.
It's him. Yeah.
This is a yes, but then at the bottom of the deck, I had Death. So that's kind of like an ending to some. So maybe they're going to try to stop it, but
While you were talking, I was feeling like it might even get to the point where the troops don't follow it.
oh, I like that. That's
What I mean?
that's the question we need to go
He's
on.
so anti-military anyway, and we know he's anti-veteran with all of the benefits that he's taken away from them and opportunities. He's got no respect for them. And they've got Hegseth as their fearless leader.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have respect for him. I almost feel like if martial law is carried out, I'm not so sure that, I don't know how that works. I don't know if the military, if you are in the military, if you can risk.
I know that's the question, and not all. And
yeah,
thus far, I have not seen anybody back down from what he's asked them to do.
right.
So
Yeah,
even though I have seen, I have seen videos of folks saying, trust us, we pledge to an oath, not to a man, and these are people in the military, but that's why he's building his own little militia, right?
yes, he is. Okay. I think he is, I feel like Donnie is very excited about initiating such a thing. His excitement is overwhelming. I even got gift. I think he almost sees this as like a late birthday gift, early birthday gift, whatever. He's going to claw at the opportunity. But then again, on some level, I got magnet and smoke. I don't know if that means maybe it'll roll out one kind of way. Maybe it'll be rolled out under the guise of something else, and then he tries to.
When you're saying that, do you not picture like him creating a chaos
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
to say, look, we need to have
Well,
martial law?
that was the fear with the first hands off thing. Everybody was like, don't,
Yeah.
don't give him ammunition, So.
And the only thing that happened was a MAGA guy brought his gun out and was fighting with.
I saw that.
Yeah.
The guy got out of his truck and yeah.
And so another thing I want to say about April 20th, not only is it 420, yes, go get high if you feel like you need. Woo-woo! So, but it's also Hitler's birthday.
Yeah, I know.
How ironic. It just makes sense that he would pull something like that in honor to his king.
There's a method to that madness.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's. Accomplice.
I'll just wait and see what you've got.
Fire and the devil. Mm-hmm. Okay.
No.
I do feel like he's going to create what we were just talking about. He's going to create something that he feels. So I'm wondering if this is on the 19th that he's going to create some kind of dumpster fire that's caught on social media. So you have that accomplice that we were talking about.
And Vance will be right behind him on this. It'll be like the Haitians eating the cats and the dogs all over again. They're just going to make up something.
And there he
Yeah.
is. He's just the greedy devil involved in this. It's just all about greed and horrid. So I'm hoping that this hands off on the 19th is going to be even bigger than the 5 million that we had.
I hope everybody's equally cautious for the next one.
And equally
As they were.
cautious.
Yeah.
And
And I still think that
it's going to be better weather for folks.
I still think it's probably a good idea for the brown and black people to.
Well, I think it's best for them to stay home, cheer us
Yeah.
on from the sidelines, do all the things. I mean, they can even if
Not
if
protesting is a protest for
right.
fellow black and brown people who
They
you
can-
want to go out there and do your thing, do your thing. But it just really genuinely feels like
stay home.
stay home.
And you can go
Because
to
then they'll bring out the military. Then they'll bring out cops for sure, SWAT teams.
For sure.
Yeah.
And
because that's the racist way.
Yes, but join in and make it. Go to the sign making parties in your community. Do all those things, but stay the fuck home. Yeah.
Right. Let's do a Zoom.
Right. We'll do a Zoom
calls.
Yeah, that's a great idea. The police are knocking on the door.
Right. Log off.
Log off. We got you. Oh gosh. All right, you guys. Let's look at this.
Ooh.
Trump's mental decline.
Okay,
so people are seeing it. And what is this with these rambling speeches that go on for 2 hours?
The dinner where he spoke, they just wanted him to say hi and move on.
Yeah, he was supposed to just come on, say hello, welcome, enjoy your meal. He went on for 2 hours. If I was the chef, I would have been pissed because that food had to be warm to be, they paid.
I'd have been pissed.
Right, $10,000 a plate or something.
Right. I'm like, shut up, dude.
Shut the F up. And then that poor chef. Anyway.
Well, the thing is, he doesn't say anything of any substance anyway. It's just
rambles.
Please.
And some of the things that come out of you can see the mental decline.
It's worse for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I have not told you this, I don't think.
And he has a doctor's appointment tomorrow.
Oh, does he? Well, yeah. I've always felt like Mar-a-Lago is his. I know they say he goes there to golf, and he is golf. Of course, he wins every tournament, blah, 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 all that stuff. But I feel like he's got a doctor there. I feel like he's got some kind of healthcare bubble there to recoup and recharge so he can try to appear normal when it's time to show up for something.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. I totally see him being hooked up to IVs and stuff there.
Sure.
And all of that is where he receives that that support. So I see that too.
Yeah.
Okay. But let's take a look at his mental decline. I'm going to use these. Okay. Yeah, again, I totally see him being held together with duct tape. Whenever I read on his health or all this, I see him being held together by duct tape. But I don't. They're gonna just keep holding him up.
He is
Okay. Wow.
I mean, I didn't get very good cards for him here. He's I'll call this being a bad patient. I got the 7 of Wands for him.
Mm-hmm.
I think that this is him fighting the fact that he has a mental decline. I think he is in a lot of denial.
Oh
And
yeah.
he's like, no, put me
Look at
under.
him. You're holding it, but yeah.
Yeah. I got 10 of Swords. I also got the Page of Swords. And the look of that card, it's like somebody's really monitoring him on a certain level, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he is definitely under some sort of care on a regular basis. I got this 5 of Pentacles here too. So his health is not improving. His gait is completely off, if you will.
Right. Did you see that?
Yeah, he's struggling hard.
That's really
It's
strange.
that just kind of stiff, how
And he had to
it's
like roll that leg around and stuff.
yeah, yeah, it's
I was wondering, I'm like, does he have a fake leg on that side?
I
that he
can't
keeps
figure out if it's
fighting?
his leg or his foot or there's something going on over there. Maybe he's
Yeah.
had a mini stroke.
Oh yeah. That could be too, definitely. I wonder if he's going to hear something tomorrow at his supposed checkup.
Oh, he's in the best shape.
Right.
He's
And
got the best body, beach body.
so yeah, we're going to hear that.
I'm the strongest patient he's ever seen.
Exactly. I'm the best shape of
He or
any
she.
president that ever has been.
I'm guessing he doesn't have a female doctor. It's probably a male doctor.
I would assume.
Yeah.
Gosh.
God forbid.
Yeah. So I have interesting cards here. I'm wondering, family, if you're seeing this the same way as I am and Lisa. But I have beware nostalgia and the lights turned off. And to me, with sundowning and like that, all you just remember, it's dementia or Alzheimer's, where the lights turn off and the moments that you remember are the past, or you really focus on certain things and all the things that come along with that. These 2 cards remind me of that. I also got he has other issues with his blood, and you have body scan here and blood sacrifice here, so there's something going on there. So and then I pulled these cards too. His ego, he's there's a disaster. It's his downfall. Whatever this is going to be a big downfall for him.
Yeah. Man-made disaster, egotism, burial. Yeah. Oh yeah, those are good. Those are solid.
What else are you thinking about it? You have that look on your
I'm back to the Mar-a-Lago being his
okay, yeah.
His what do you call it?
His lair.
His lair.
Medical lair.
He recharges at Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah.
Talk about trying to cut costs, fraud, and the millions of dollars just because he can't keep his ass in the White House. All that back and forth to Florida with the Secret Service, with the
I mean, the amount of money.
Air Force One, and it's like
millions of dollars every single time.
Yeah.
And then he charges for the Secret Service, to stay there. He double charges them, so it's just it's so insane.
The grift never stops.
And everybody complained about when poor Biden went to his little Delaware beach house or whatever every once in a while.
Oh, the comparison
The
is
comparison is just
everything Biden
insane.
did compared to everything that, and I'm talking, the decline aspect. If Biden carried on the way Trump carries on, where he forgets what election he was in and who he ran against, I can almost swear he said something about he ran against. Oh, I forgot who he mentioned, but it was like the wrong election altogether. It was a while
Yes,
ago.
exactly. And so that's what's
Those
happening.
kinds of slip ups,
Yeah.
it's, oh my gosh, guy.
Yeah. They're just really bad slip ups.
Yeah.
Okay. We are closing in on our time, and I do want to do a card like we normally do, a message from Spirit for us. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at that.
Well, I guess I'll do it.
So, family, this is a spirit message for us, just to help us get through and guide us until next week.
Tune in next time.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I got a good one.
Yes, you go.
Did you just pull one card? You pulled.
The story kept going, so I had to keep it going.
Okay.
So I have three, but
I'll go first since I just
okay.
had the one. I got there is hope ahead. Have courage and take heart, for there is hope.
Oh, wonderful. I love that one for us, you guys. Hope ahead. Just keep remain in the energy of hope.
Keep this momentum.
Yes.
Momentum.
Yes. And on this roller coaster sometimes, and I get it, it's hard. And we can feel fear sometimes, we can feel sad, we're grieving, we feel angry, we feel all the things, and that's okay. You're not alone. But again, it's stepping back into that hope energy after you do all the other.
Right. The sense of community is so hopeful. Seeing everybody come together from all walks of life and everything, and taking a stand and being sassy about it and not being passive anymore. And I like that. So
I like that too.
Yeah.
I think that, so much, and I'm so glad you brought that up, Lisa, because so much of what we have been, the narrative of being proper or demure and, like all those things, that's an old narrative to keep us oppressed.
Yeah.
And to keep us in line. So it's not something that elevates you on any level to be silent. It literally is meant to keep us oppressed. So I do like this. I do like those who are being vocal and sometimes get sassy about it because, yeah, that's what I'm feeling inside, but I push it down because that's what I was taught and that's wrong. So we just are meant to love. And again, I always say love doesn't always feel like a hug. Love can be truth. Love can be, so many things. So here's my message that came through. I have run wild. Do what you need to do right now. And practice freedom. Free ourselves up. And that kind of goes with the whole oppression. Practice freedom. You guys, Wonderful, beautiful. So, Lisa, thank you for coming on. And so, commercial time, you guys, you can find Lisa on, let me
On
hide
Trump's
that.
mental decline.
Spirit Intuitive Tarot. And we're hoping that actually the recording also will be able to be uploaded to her channel as well. So, but
We'll
either
try.
way, Spirit Intuitive Tarot, you can find Lisa there. You can find me at Freebird Spirit.
Thank you.
And please subscribe to both our channels. That just really does help. And it's for free. I love it. And thank you to all those who do support us by donations and members and all the things. We love you so much. We love this family.
Absolutely.
So remember, when the truth gets buried, this family goes digging. Stay woke, stay weird, and stay out of the matrix.
Yes.
Yeah. Love you guys.
Guys.
Bye. Oh.
Are we still?
So bye, you guys. I'm new. Oh gosh.